Just getting started here in a moment. One sec. Okay. Okay. I don't remember what we were up to, but we'll figure it out. I do remember we were in Ekron. Logs to brew ice cream in the forge. That sounds really good. Or are you trying to say that that was what we were up to last time? Because I don't think that that's the case. Are you doing that? Are you making ice cream? I kind of am hopeful that because like homebrewed ice cream is great. It's been cold lately. I hope that this next week is supposed to be warmer. I hope. Fingers crossed. Can do without some frigid weather for a short time. I was trying to break this, I think, but we'll break this and then we'll continue. What time is it now? Probably midnight? Okay. I'll make sure by like 5-ish that I restart the game. If it doesn't crash and or if I don't accidentally restart it for another reason. Hello. Who? Ah, that's right. I unhooked the trailer. I was like, why is the trailer missing? I unhooked it because we hit a snag. That's right. There was a few zombies. Okay, let's go get the trailer back. Kind of, sort of. It's been too long. I know, I'm sorry. I had to go. I had to go and deal with some stuff. Thankfully, because I was there, things went very smoothly. Literally no issues at all. It's mildly annoying, though, that I had to be there in the first place because we had hopes that there would be somebody else that we had been training and stuff, but didn't work out. Oh, no worries. It's part of my life. You know, it is what it is. Long story made short, and with vague-ishness still attached to it. there was hopes that that person was going to be better than they were, and they just weren't. So, high hopes dashed. We can always hope for better folks later on, though, I suppose. But it's a good thing that I went and was there. I forget exactly what's over here. Hopefully everybody else's weekend was good, though. You forget the meaning of the words weekend, though, when you're an adult with responsibilities and things, right? It doesn't really mean the same. A weekend could be a Monday. It could be a Thursday. It changes its meaning. I'm a bit tired. In game. Because you forgot to hit F2 and... Oh, that's a bad one. It happens sometimes. There's a few folks I know that have recently lost a character because they meant to press F2 while they were in a car menu looking at a car or something like that. Like they were, you know, they're looking at stuff and they forgot to hit F2 and... If I feel like, in my opinion, I wouldn't debug it, but this is just for me, because I'd be like, it was my bad. I should have made sure, and I do very frequently make sure when I'm walking away from the computer that I read the words "game paused," like very, very, and if I don't see that, then I come back and check. Even when I'm at my little tea making station, which is just beside me, right? I will still check because I don't want to die that way. I want to die by a better mistake than that one. But it does happen. It does happen sometimes. I'm like, oh, well, I don't need to have a paper towel. No, I don't. I'm perfectly fine to have a paper towel. Silly. Yeah, I have more honor. I mean, it's not necessarily honor, it's just I would feel bad. Mentally, I wouldn't want to do that kind of stuff. I was like, I debug sometimes, but it's like very, very seldom do I ever want to debug stuff. Like, we debugged Higgins' his weight thing when that was bugged. But that said, I even ate the loss on the XP. 24,000 fitness XP gone, and I'm not debugging that back in. It's just gone. Too bad. I just want to break this sword really quickly. And it's not easy. Enjoy. There we go. How much ammo's in this? Let's run down the street just a little bit. The delay. Yeah, I apologize if the delay's a long time. I haven't really looked into it, and I know Twitch is doing a bunch of things lately, involving changing things. They implemented a new rule involving highlight stuff, so I had to get rid of all the collections. And instead of, uploading them or anything like that, I just deleted them. I was like, whatever, it's fine. Well, I remember those things happened, it's good enough. Because uploading them and setting up everything for that will take way too much time. And I don't have time for it right now, I really don't. If I had time, I would, but I don't. Like, the deadline they gave everyone is April 19th, and I just don't have the time. I won't be able to. I would have to set aside way too much for it. And I would much rather grow the other aspects of the channel than worry about the memories that we built on the blood drive or the other minor accomplishments through Factorio and through 7 days. So it's one of those things where it's like, bah. But yeah, I know that they're working on stuff. I'm not sure exactly what's being worked on though. But that's because I'm not gonna know. Yeah, well, we'll play 7 days again. It was fun playing that. I probably wouldn't have the same approach that I take if I were to play it again. Because it was an interesting game, and we did manage to make it pretty far. You're starting to think eBay won't get an update? It might not. Not unless a mod creator decides to. And if the original mod creator is not interested in doing that, then they're not gonna. But there may be an alternative mod that appears that's similar. It just needs the mod creators just need to be like seeing that it's somewhat of a thing that folks like. That's part of what drives mod creators in the first place, is that they see somebody want something and it's see a need, fill a need. That's how that works, right? So Back off for a second. You miss your properties. Well, I mean, they'll always be there in screenshot form, and you can always go back and watch the Z-Bay episodes. They're still in my VODs. I do want to wrap up that, though, at some point, give my thoughts on the run, like, official, like, kind of, like, final closing thoughts for it. I kind of do that in the last couple of things, but, like, you know, it's better to have more of a closer for it. Yeah, I liked Z-Bay. It was fun. There were aspects of it that were very difficult and time-consuming, and some parts of it that were tedious, but the tedious parts were actually pretty fun too, up to a certain degree. I think if I were to change some aspects of Z-Bay in the future, looting the money is fun, but it is eventually gets to the point where it'd be like looting the money in this, kind of. And I'd look for a bulk means to do so, or some way to minimize having to go through every single body. Like, that was part of the fun, but also... So I would want to refine the situation on that a little bit better. But I don't want to trivialize it at the same time, right? It's fun to make me work. I mean, we'll get stuff like that in the future. There'll be runs and integration-y stuff that's you know, at least I hope is entertaining in a way. But also fun, because I want to enjoy it too, right? Sell self-made items? That's the thing, though, is that, well, what would you count as a self-made item? And then, can I bulk produce? And then, so there needs to be a sort of a balancer in that way, right? So, like, for example, technically speaking, the small handle is a self-made item, right? I can make hundreds of thousands of handles if I really want to. It's not hard. I just need pieces, right? And even if they sold at $1 or, you know, 5 cents per handle, I could still make hundreds of dollars off of handles. So it ends up being, you know, there's balancing factors that need to enter the play as well. You have to play the market. I don't know. It's less market and more just quantity at that point. Like, how much can I produce and how quickly can I produce it, and going through the fastest of means, which becomes more gamey than fun, right? It can be. See, it's different on like an auction house or any of those kinds of things, because when you have an auction house, there are other people, so that it changes the dynamic, right? Thank you for the raid. Do very much appreciate. You caught me mid ramble. Um, hopefully your stream is good. Hello. Shout out. There we go. I'll do my brief little intro-y thing. Um, what else? Higgins goes good. How goes your run? Is your run going well? Hopefully it's going good. Um, the way I talk is very relaxing. It can be, and sometimes I get excited. It just depends on the mood and the type. And sometimes I'm very chill, and sometimes the music's not as chill. Like, I mean, I have some tracks that are fairly interesting. So, how did Resident Evil 4 go, by the way? Was it good? I think that's what you were playing, right? Could be wrong. I got to watch Emma play that game, and it was very interesting. Got stuck on a boss who was destroying us. Oh, I see. Yeah, Emma's the kind of person that can flawless those games, and with coaching, I can follow Emma's instructions and do really well at them as well. But I suck when I don't have Emma around at those games specifically. They're tough. They really are. Yeah. That's good to you have chat to help you. But yeah, my day's been pretty good. Right now we're still on Higgins. It's been 2 years and a month, and we're slowly getting through some of the other sides of the map. We're working on Ekron right now. But I don't have any place that's set up and nice at the moment. So I'm going to burn through a few of the spears that we've made, as well as I need to try to make my way back to where the trailer is. Because we ditched the trailer, I remember, last time. Because we were going to be in a situation where the trailer was going to get us killed. So, much like if you need to drop every item on your person to get away, survival is important. There is a hierarchy of needs that goes into Zomboid. There are your primary needs in survival. That's tier 1. Those are important. The most important things. Then, after that, you get to enter the thriving state. Thriving state is awesome because you get to do a bunch of things like have a backpack and get a car and those kinds of things. Those are part of the thriving state. Power is also included in that. Water sources like the rain barrels and stuff like that. And then after that, once you have those things, then you get to decide whether or not you want to move on to the final stage. The final stage of Zomboid is living the lavish life of luxury, where you enter a state of just, you can have whatever you want, take whatever you want. There's nothing that can hold you back. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? 0 chance of you surviving a few minutes. I mean, it happens. It's generally how it goes for most part. Complacency? No complacency. Just relaxed. Demand immediate perfection. That's something that is very unattainable. But it's something to strive for. Even the best players in this game still die. Zomboid has an 100% death rate. Anybody who has played Zomboid, their character has met their end, because that is the way Zomboid works. And that's whether or not they've decided to shelf their character or not. So if you shelf your character, that still counts as a death in my opinion. Because unless you pick the character back up, you've taken the life out of that character. Think about it like a toy. If you don't give the toy life anymore, it becomes inanimate. It's the same as Zomboid. So, you know, if a person says that their playthrough's still alive, well, I mean, that's great. But do you play it anymore? Yeah, it depends, right? If you put it away for 50 years and then come back, like, I mean, well, I mean, if you came back, like, it gets to live again and you get to go on to a new chapter. But it's kind of like season 2 then, right? It's that character has now got another round. They're a different style of character maybe. And also, the information you have now may be better than what you had before. So you would be a different player coming into that game, right? So you're, because over the years you change. As an individual, we all change gradually. Maybe we don't notice it right away, but we mature, or, you know, some of us maybe less than others. But, you know, we all do change just a little bit. Thinking about a couple of friends. Yeah, but even if you don't change at all, there's still some aspects of you that age, right? They will change, kind of. We all have that one friend. Yep. That one friend, guns a-blazing, youth forever. But even they age eventually, and they adjust, right? They may not change very much in their personality, but their body will get older. Allergic to growth. Okay, I'll come deal with you too. I should deal with you now, but... That's a crawler now. It's a fall animation. I do very much like the new way Spear works, by the way. There's certain aspects of it that need adjusting. Certain sound effects need to be tweaked ever so slightly. But the new functionality of Spear is better than it was before. It comes now with a knockdown. So it doesn't always kill. Sometimes it knocks down, but it still plays the same animations as if you did kill. You rarely use spears. This got voted in by chat. Chat made me do this, which I'm okay with. How dare! Yay! I got my hat back. Yeah, I'm not against it though, because I was curious as well of how spears are, so it's definitely useful to information to build on. Your hat, my hat, our hat. This isn't Russia? You're right. This is my stream, which means it's my rules. This isn't a democracy. This is my stream. This is my world, Mr. Anderson. My world! Yeah, so that. Yeah, I mean, it's a dictatorship, kind of, but at the same time, not really. Like, it's a space where we can hang out and go on adventures. That's how I see it, anyways. It is my stream at the end of the day, but it's like it's a hangout space. I'm enjoying that part aspects of it. It's nice. I'm slowly starving to death and finding that this is a problem. Is this okay? I was gonna say, is this an area that we can maybe not collect stuff from, but that's not the case. Okay, so I don't need that open at the moment. How's our weight actually? 81. Alright, we're good then. Let's focus the search on berries. Oh, I can't take your glasses. No, you can't, because the way that the glasses work is they're on a 1 hour cooldown, and the 1 hour cooldown was activated 23 minutes ago. So you gotta wait. Wait your turn. I do apologize. Yeah, it was indeed Cinnamon who activated it, actually. Tisn't a call out. It's like there if you were to scroll up, I think. Yeah, my day's been pretty good, and I'm glad that those are jalapenos that are red. Yes, they are jalapenos that are red. You can get them in red. Peppers do that. They're green and then they go yellow and then they turn red. That's called that's how peppers ripen. Some of them go orange though as well. But that's like, you know, it's sometimes it's a gradual process to go red. Red is very spicy. I mean, it depends. Do appreciate. Enjoy your sleep. Yeah, it's good to check in on Higgins. He's gonna die eventually, probably, right? I think. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not gonna actively try to get him killed, but at the same time, it is Zomboid, right? Like, yes, indeed. Hmm? Yeah, give me the grapefruit, please. Pretty please. Ooh, 45. Yeah, we'll be eating a quarter of that, and then we'll save the other half of it for tomorrow. Give hat now. Nope. You can take the hat when the cooldown is active. But the reason why I cool down that stuff in the first place is so that it's controlled. So that it's not just spam. And that people can enjoy the other aspects of the stream instead of just hat on, hat off, hat on, hat off. You know? Yeah, some folks like spam, but at the same time, yeah, I don't want it to be the focal of the stream. Why did I leave those there? I should just throw them away. I don't want them. Okay, let's return up this way. You're talking about the one in a can? So it's like ham, isn't it, or something? What is spam? Like, what kind of meat is it? Like, I've seen it, but like I don't know what kind of meat it is. Is it him? Just leftover meats? Oh, okay. So it doesn't have to just be one kind of meat. It can be a bunch of kinds. Just like cheap hot dogs. You like heard that it's huge in Hawaii? I didn't see that very often when I watched Emma play Infinite Well. Maybe I missed. Maybe I just was missing it though, or perhaps it's because Honolulu is. Is it Honolulu that they go to? I can't remember, but it's It could be just that they were in lots of very touristy areas, so that they're frequently showing off some of the tourist sort of meals that exist. You know, like the extra pineapple-y and fruity kind of meals that get sold in those kinds of places. I don't remember it, man. But then again, it's one of those things that's interesting, to be sure. Okay. Die Higgins? Yeah, Higgins isn't gonna die that way. If Higgins dies, it's because of my lack of awareness. Yeah, I don't know if I seen any spam in the Infinite Wealth. I think maybe we did see some of it. It spawns 200k zombies. It wouldn't take 200k to kill me. That would crash my computer. If you want to know the secret to killing any veteran, I can give you the keys on how to defeat pretty much everybody. If anyone has integration, I know how to kill them off. It's not hard. It actually doesn't even require that many zombies. That's the thing, right? And actually, that 200k, if you spawn 200k zombies, what would happen is one, the game would freeze, blue screen, and then it would close, and the game would cull like 99% of them. But yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't take that many zombies to kill someone with integration. Even like the best of the best players, it's like you just have to catch them in the right moment. And everybody has their weakness, right? Myself included. I'm not flawless, and I could easily kill my characters, very easily. If I had access to integration and I was up against myself, it wouldn't be hard. That's the thing, is integration is not meant to be fair. It's not. It's meant to be somewhat challenging, but it's not meant to be fair. So it leans very heavily in the case of the people using the integration, and depends on exactly how it's been set up. So depends. It's not about buying the random like things like a bite or anything. You don't even need to. It's just the right timing is everything. So specific to the a very good example would be I have a clip that's a near death experience on my PB run that if anyone had activated integration, it would have killed me immediately. They're like because I was running through it was like the the military fence that goes along like the long one. I was in that inside. Nobody activated integration because they were too busy watching my character fall over. Like I did the tripping animation in a group of zombies and managed to stand up and run away before they could kill me. But it's one of those times where everybody's on the edge of their seat waiting to see what happens, and nobody pressed any integration as a result, right? It'd be the same. Like it's one of those weird things, right? But it's moments like that that if somebody picks their moment and they actually are actively trying to get you killed. Most folks aren't though. Like most folks don't actually want to see you die, and the folks that do want to see you die, well, they will see you die eventually, and then they'll leave because they got what they wanted, right? There is a particular death that I remember where I had a few folks that were cheering when I died, and then they left, and I haven't seen them ever again, right? So it ends up being kind of like that. But I don't mind dying in this game. It doesn't bother me. It's part of the game. It's just like a Super Mario or any of those kinds of games where you're gonna die lots until you don't. Because if you look at the people who are the best of the best at like Mario, do they die all that often? Not really. I mean, they die sometimes, but a lot less than everyone else. It's because they've got the keystrokes down, right? You think I may like to kill... No, you're actually quite wrong. I don't like to kill anyone. I like people succeeding. I like people going above and beyond. The fact that I know how is different than actually actively wanting it. Because I don't. I want to see people hit their PBs and go beyond. And go way beyond their PBs. Because that's what happened with my personal best. I went from 10k being something that I was proud of. I was happy with 10,000 kills. And I went from 10,000 kills to over 200,000. And I would love that feeling to be translated to other people. If I could totally do that, I would. Because when that run ended, I was really happy. At the same time as relieved. You do you then. Am I excited for the new Yakuza game? By the way, yes. Beyond excited. Not just that, but Emma has it downloaded and is ready to go. I can't wait. Pirate Majima is going to be awesome. I don't really like the amnesia trope, as I've already explained before. It's not something I like. However, if there's anyone who can pull it off and pull it off well, it's the folks that make those games. I don't know why they make them in the way that they do, but they just... Their passion is really, really insane. They go above and beyond. So I'm looking forward to seeing the sea combat and seeing all of the different things that are applied. Kind of. They're going to lean into his ridiculousness because that's just who he is as a base. But also, he's just such a cool character in general. And the weirdest, or not the weirdest, but the best part of his character is that he chooses to be like that. It's his choice. Enjoy your lurk. So you're thinking like the Amnesia: The Dark Descent kind of, where you don't really see the monsters very often. I need to get some rest in. I haven't noticed yet. What, my hat being gone? You know I can feel when it's gone, right? Okay, let's go get a rest in because our character needs a rest. It sounds like he'll get more vulnerable. I agree with that 100%. He's going to be a lot more like ready for he's not going to be at his peak. But also he may be even better than he was before, given he's going to have pirate training. And out of anyone who could pull off a Jack Sparrow-like character, I mean, Majima. He just easily could pull it off. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. Could you imagine if he did like a Man with No Name, but with Majima? I don't know if you've played that one, but I would assume if you're talking about some of them, you probably played them all. I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry, because one of the very most important things about that game series, in my opinion, is people not get spoiled about it at all. Not even a little bit. Like I'll talk in vague terms about things that are involved in the game, and I'll hint at certain things that the people who have played will know, but the other folks won't. You played all of them. Um, I'll tell you right now. I don't know if I've told this story before, but Like a Dragon, the first one, right? Not Infinite Wealth, the first one. Um, I watched Emma play that one, right? Um, without spoilers, remember. So don't. But you're gonna like this because boots come around the corner. We know immediately we're screwed. There is nothing that we can do to beat what comes around the corner, right? Um, and not just that, but after Emma went on a training montage, like I'm talking full on training montage, we went and we scaled up our characters to like really, really far, right? After the training montage, Boot Squad double teamed and knocked out Ichiban. So she still lost. We still lost that fight after the montage because they double teamed and double struck down the main character. Of course, we went back in and afterwards, and Emma fought and won the fight. But it was like, even after a training montage, they're still so strong. But like I said, these words will mean nothing to someone who doesn't already know, right? So, but yeah, yeah. I'm talking about the boots. They come around the corner, iconic laughter, and then halfway through the fight, the second sort of phase, and yeah, there you go. No more talking about it. But yeah, it's seriously training montage. Like we were well over their level, and just no. But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so we've played Infinite Wealth. We've played all the way through New Game Plus for the most part, except for a little bit of it. Um, we Yeah, there's a couple of them that were really tough. I remember the prison escape. Was it four? Is it four when you first meet Saijima? The prison escape made Emma cry, like actually cry because of how hard it was. Because you go through the prison escape, and then so this is just it's just part of that, the start of them needing that character, and then you're thrown directly into a boss fight against one of the strongest characters in the entire game series. Like it's just it's just like a double punch. And it didn't help that 4 wasn't the most intuitive of the combat systems because of its age. Its age really shows. But yeah, the game music is so good, and you'll catch in my playlist some of the Yakuza music as well. Like where is it? Okay, I'll do this one because it's more chill than this. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. I want to make sure that it's selected, not just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. The final boss fight with Tanimura. Oh, you're talking about, okay, yeah, yeah. Is why you don't want to replay. You're talking about the one with the guards, and you have to. They're like in the way. Yeah, I remember that one. There's a lot of ones. So, this is not really a spoiler, but it kind of is a spoiler, but not really. There's a secret boss in every Yakuza game. This is just, it's a known fact that once you complete all the sub stories, that you get to face off against a really cool boss. So it's not really a spoiler, but it's like incentive to finish all the sub stories. Um, anyways, uh, I can't remember which one it was, but there was one that uses drones and like spinny drone landminey things and like gadgets, and it was the worst. It's definitely up there for difficulty. That boss can just insta kill you over and over, and there's nothing that you can really do about it. I can't remember either. Like that, I just remembered because the secret bosses kind of they all blend together because they're very similar. They're very, very similar for a reason. But I won't talk about. You're gonna go watch Amnesia? Oh, nifty. Have fun. You should play. You should play it if you haven't played it before. It's really fun to play that game. It's on Steam if I remember right. Have a good one. Oh, you can't? Fair. No money? You might start the... You should play it all on New Game Plus, or at least like, yeah, I would play the whole series. But remember, the pirate game is soon, right? Or is it already out? I know that Emma sent me a screenshot of downloaded it, so I'm thinking it's out already. But because Emma pre-ordered it, Emma got access to the demo and played a little bit, and you know, asked my permission if it would be okay to do so, and I was like, yeah, of course. And not just that, but I on purpose didn't want any major info. I want to go in blind because it's more fun that way. Blind acceptation of mechanics and stuff. Because it's more fun. Because the way that Emma and I play those games is Emma's at the wheel. Emma plays the game, but I'm there too, and I give my input, and sometimes I'll help with the puzzles. Or we make decisions together sometimes. How do spears feel? Better than Build 42, but weaker overall than Build 42. Or Build 41, I mean. They're better in the sense that they make more sense. Not every spear strike kills. Now they're more balanced. But they still feel the strong. Like they're not weak by any means. And it's not like these were hard to make. Like see, that didn't kill there, which is how it should be. Wait, it drops in. You're so ready? Yeah, go ahead. Enjoy. Go rest, because I'm not making any progress right now. Like this. Catch you there. You wonder how Blacksmith one feels? I have a few Blacksmith ones. They just do more damage, that's all. So it's more confident and they last longer durability wise and so on and so forth. So they're just better spears.
You're amazing.
But obviously I wouldn't want to use them while I'm low level spear. I'd want to use them when I'm probably past like level 5 if I had to guess. Level 7 is when all weapons are at their peak in terms of where they should be. Because any level below 7 is a debuff to damage. So I would want to get my weapon levels to 7. Oh yeah, feel free. You know, I'm sure. We'll talk more about the Yakuza stuff. But if it's dropping in 7 hours and you need a rest so that you're ready, like I mean. But yeah, I love that game series. It's a game series that Emma and I very much have bonded over, and as well as a bunch of other game series too, and movies and stuff. Like right now, we just watched the second Guardian of the Galaxy movie, just recently. And the plan is to keep going with the MCU. So I think the next one is an Avengers movie. I think I don't remember. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure Higgins will be fine. If Higgins dies, though, don't worry. There'll be a clip of it. And if he doesn't, well, I mean, that's the expectation, right? Is that he succeeds in his journey. And in case you haven't gotten to see Higgins' map, it looks like this. So he's been a large portion over this section of the map. Nowhere up here yet, though. But we're working our way through Ekron first, and then later Brandenburg, Riverside, rest of Doe Valley, etc. But yeah, spears feel okay. I don't dislike them. I think that they're in a better place than they were in 41 because not everyone's going to be saying that they're OP anymore. Because they really aren't. They're more balanced now. I do feel like they should be able to be crafted out of planks still. But I suppose that's more of a balance thing than make it so that they can't be. But currently, there's 2 other weapons that can be crafted out of planks, so it's like, you know. I think that that's one of the reasons, though, why they didn't do it is because they wanted people to try some different stuff. And just fall back on spears. There we go. Sorry. It was going to play the same songs again. What's my spear level at right now? It's level 3 or level 2? 1 second. Yeah, we're about to be level 3 spear. They're definitely strong from the start, but you can definitely see that the maintenance overall is they break fairly quickly. Remember, I'm gonna see a lot more spear life because my character's maintenance 10. So don't really hold the durability of my spears to candle. Over 9,000. Over 9,000. That can't possibly be correct. Get a rest in over here. I'm only right twice a day. It certainly does depend on the type of clock you use. Like, 'cause chances are you could only be right once a day, right? What if you're not using a 24 or like a 12-hour clock? What if you're using a 24-hour clock? What if you're not even using a clock? What if you're not on Earth and it's different time scale? What if you're not in this time, like this like version of time? You're in like some kind of alternate time. Then it still count? Maybe you're right more often in alternate time. Because time is something we invented, right? To measure seconds and but if that's not relevant, then what? Oh. My random knowledge. Just having folks around is nice. To share in my weird perspectives on things. I really do appreciate that not every spirit strike kills, and sometimes you have to make sure to finish them. That it just it feels like spear when you have to do that, right? It just feels that that's right. I'm gonna put this welding mask in a mailbox so that somebody that needs a welding mask can receive one. Here you go. If you need a welding mask, it's in the mail. No, they don't spawn in mailboxes normally, unless there's a package. Have you seen the packages yet? They're really cool. They seem to have the ability to have lots of different items in them. Only one? I've seen a handful of them. I've seen books, I've seen electronics, I've seen furniture. There was one that I seen that had furniture in it. I don't know how big of furniture it can have, but I seen what is it? The coffee maker inside one. Sorry. Just sneezing. That's unpleasant. Sneezing and coughing. Because I think I'm getting sick, but I don't want to get sick. I don't really have time. Sickness is going to have to take me another day. Yeah, it needs to schedule an appointment. Does germs think they're special? No. Is there food in here? Yes. Where are you going? Oh, the window broke. So in case anybody's curious what happened, that zombie there broke the window. No, wait, what? What? Those two zombies are headed over there for some reason. Did this... Maybe they broke a different window as well in the back? Alright, we need to let muscle strain recover. Fun fact though, muscle strain just naturally recovers over time. You don't actually need to rest for it. Resting recovers your exertion. Meanwhile, this stuff doesn't. This stuff will just gradually go down so long as you're not swinging. So you can kind of just wait it out. Oops. Dude, stop that. Rude. You're doing some weird dance moves. Does resting make it go down faster? Not that I'm aware of. I just rest to get back my exertion. So the reason why you see me resting a lot of the time is just mostly to get back the exertion, and then I just am already resting and I don't really know what else to be doing at that moment in time. And as to not risk myself accidentally continuing to swing and stuff, I will often just wait for the muscle strain to come down as well. But it's not necessary. We're basically full exertion right now, so I can kind of just walk around. Definitely very curious. Okay. Yeah, that's so true. The most so in the very first release of Build 42, the most things people complained about were one, muscle strain being too hard, which was kind of silly in my opinion. It wasn't too hard. People just suck. But that's one thing, right? No offense to the community, but that's kind of just the truth. That I'm not it's just me being honest. Like I. They complained about the AI art, which was that's founded. Like I agree that devs should have checked in on that stuff, right? But they got rid of it right away, right? Either it was AI assisted or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? The devs reacted in the right way. I feel they complained about the moodles, right? What else was complained about? Wasn't that it? Muscle strain, moodles, AI art. Those are the things that I'm remembering. But is there something else that was complained about that I'm forgetting about? I don't remember. No multiplayer. That's not something that I'm gonna bring up because it doesn't. We already knew that it wasn't going to be multiplayer for a little while at least, right? They said that multiple times. Zombie pop. The butcher hook bug. I mean, were bugs that were later discovered, right? I'm thinking initial. The very first things people complained about. Yeah, they did say that they weren't going to release multiplayer right away, though. So we already knew that multiplayer wasn't happening immediately. That one wasn't a surprise. They said they were going to get it out faster than Build 41, though, as best they could, though. So we'll see. They're doing a great job. Yeah, they are. They were doing an amazing job. I love the devs of this game. They work really hard. And you can see their passion in their work. Like, really, it's good passion. They are some of the most dedicated of individuals. And it's not like they've increased the price on Zomboid, like, by an astronomical amount. Or anything. Like, and actually, the game was on sale briefly a little while ago. Is it still on sale now? It might not be, but I know that it was included in a sale just recently. Because one of my friends picked it up while it was on sale. And they mentioned it. They're like, is this game worth it? You've played a lot. Yeah, but you're asking a biased source, is what I said. You're asking somebody who's played it a lot, so, like, I mean, obviously I think it's good. No, it was still only 20. Yeah, no, it was on sale a little while ago, and it does go on sale sometimes. But it's worth like 1/4 or 1/6 of the new AAA game price. But is worth well more than all those games, given the fact of how much you can get out of it. You can make so many different characters and do so many different styles of playthroughs that this game's replayability is ridiculous. It is an insane replayability, and its features are coming. Like, there's more features going to be released. They're gonna eventually bring out NPCs, and they are gonna eventually bring out multiplayer. Those are things that are on the list, and if we just pay attention to the roadmap, then we'll, things will be there eventually. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It used to be like $40 for that's USD for the brand new AAA games. And now they upped it to that. And not only that, but they'll also try and upsell the pay $140 to $200 and receive a pamphlet that is got something in it maybe. It's like, yeah. 5 extra loot boxes. Yeah, me too. Like, I get it as well. Have I visited you yet? I don't know. Which house is yours again? I forget. Because it's been a few days. Your house is over by the lake on the far right, isn't it? Yeah, I figured. I don't know if I've visited you yet, but I do know that I planned to set up a gas station first. I wanted to get a gas station going first. And that we do need to return home in September. So that I can do my planting. Because I need to plant the crops. Yes, you need to go to bed. You chit-chatting with me about video games. I know it's easy to start chit-chatting and whatnot, and I apologize. You go to sleep, enjoy. I'm actually going to do a quick BRB myself as well, because my teacup is empty and I could use some more. So be right back. Okay. Swimmer's Lake. Alright, we should be able to hook up the generator here shortly. Yeah, we'll put these in there. How much do you have? I love this game too, it's great. Excuse me. No. Yeah, I like this song too. It was one of the first songs that I tried to learn how to play when I was much younger. Song of Storms and Lost Woods are two very, very iconic songs, and they're very, very good songs. Talented strummer. Nah, it's just stuff that people like to do, right? Hobbies. Also, I embarrass myself. That's part of why as well. I remember. Is this Brandenburg? Not yet. This is Akron. Brandenburg's the next town we're gonna hit after this one. But not before we do some of the side bits as well. So the plan is after we're done with this area, we're going to start pressuring the side mansions and stuff like that. So like Schubert's and all of that stuff as well. But we've got to finish Ekron first, which we will do here in a bit. But right now, I would like to go over here. And turn the vehicle around. Leave it here for a second. Did I look in all the sheds already? I would have marked it, right? Definitely been in this one. Ow. Didn't recognize this area at all. Yeah, a lot of this side of the map is gonna be newer-ish seeming. But yeah, and a lot of them are very nice, especially the farmhouses over South Echo. We seen tons of houses that were down here that were just they were really nice houses. Like I wouldn't mind living at any of these ones down here. Like this one or that one or this one with the little lake. This one's not bad as well. Like there's a lot of little houses that are down here that are just awesome. This area. This one's a popular spot as well for a lot of reasons. This is a very low pop area. Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yeah, it requires a sapling. Should be a garbage bag in here. Actually, I don't know if... Yeah. Oops. There we go. And a single one of these is a sapling. They're all branches. Which means, in theory, there is a case to be made there where you will never actually have any long sticks. It's unlikely, given the fact that I can continue to chop down trees until eventually I find one, right? But why is it we can't use planks anymore, I wonder? Okay, so yes, I get that. But at the same time, what stops me from doing that with any other weapon right now? I can mass produce stone axes. I can mass produce short bats. I can mass produce knives. I can mass produce lots of different weapons. So why does it matter? I don't. So that's my thought process right now, is that it's still, you can still mass produce everything. So if they wanted to do that, they would also want to make it so that the short bat can be crafted. Oh, it would be impossible, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because you can still do wooden spade, you can still do the short bat, you can still do the stone axe, you can still, like, you see, these are... Yeah, were able to make a lot of spears from one tree, but I can do the same thing now with short bats. Like here, I'll do an example. Here's an example. We'll take 2 logs and let's guess, like, let's say for argument's sake, the argument before was 3 logs produced, what was it? 3 logs produced 3 planks, which produced 9 spears, right? Before, in build 41, right? So, it would be the same right now for the wooden spade, right? The wooden spade is a large branch or a plank, right? Produces 9 wooden spades, and the wooden spades are still very durable, like way durable, and so okay, so that's 9 of those. Short bats, right? What does it take to make a short bat? Tree branch or a plank or a baseball bat to make a short bat. Well, there you go, 9 short bats now possible, right? Okay, well then, so what was the other thing that I said? Stone axes. Stone axes are still kind of limited because it requires a tree branch. You need a tree branch to do it. However, you can, which is it? This is the wood axe, right? So you still need, yeah, you still are going to need a tree branch to do this, but you can get hundreds of tree branches really easily now. I think they should give the ability to carve a long stick out of the planks. Because that would make sense. Not only does that open up crafting opportunity in terms of the in terms of crafting, because, like, for example, what is it? The drying racks all require long sticks. But yeah, I would do that. Because spears, like I said, they're in a better place than they were in build 41 because they aren't... Not everybody's going to say that spears are overpowered anymore. That's not going to happen nearly as much. Because they're a little bit more work to get to now. Interesting. I wanted to see how hard that would be. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, the wooden the short bats are very strong. And the stone axes. Technically, the swords are good too once you get to a certain stage with them. I did this wrong, didn't I? What do I think about the Smith Spears? Oh yeah, if you ever ask a question and you get interrupted or anything, always ask again, because I don't know all the time when people receive ads. Because sometimes you get them because you've tried to dodge them. So that it's not necessarily linked to the streamer either. Sometimes it's just they happen. So it's good to let me know. And yes, in terms of this, their durability is much better. They give you a little bit more damage, so it's more guaranteed to get your kills. I think they are very good. So, are they worth it? Yeah, making them is worth it. But I wouldn't use them right now, for example, because we're still too low a level, which is what I think I said before, is that we're not high enough level to make it worth it. So... That's one of the reasons why I'm leaning on trying the other spears. But I do know that the metal tip spears are the best ones. Like I made a few of them. They're in the back of at least I think they're the best ones. There's there's a glass spear that exists, but I don't know how to craft that one yet. I've tried the glass spear out with level 10 spear just to feel it. And it is very strong. It is a very strong spear, for sure. But yeah, I don't feel like spear is as in the same space that it was in build 41, but it definitely isn't weak. It's in a balanced state right now, and I think that even just being able to craft a few more of them wouldn't hurt. Of course, then you would be leaning more towards making the fire hardened spears, but it takes a while to make them as it is, even if you have the resources. Making 40 of those spears took me a few in-game days. And we're going to burn through them quite a lot, fairly quickly. Not instantly, though, because we are able to make more spears as we go as well. If I continue to forage, for example. Hello. Wait, how is Higgins still alive? He's the main character. I'm almost certain. He's the main character of his story. Higgins is gonna live forever. Year from now, 50 years in game, Higgins is still going. Longest survived character. Could you imagine? We'd turn on respawns by then, though, and go again. Have cleared the map once. And then, like I said before, if he manages to somehow survive it all, which, I mean, I'd like to believe he can, but for argument's sake, let's say he does. If he does survive it all, he's going to retire in his Rosewood base until next year. When you managed to live 20 to 30 years. There was an aging mod. All it did was turn on the old age display, I think. Because this game used to have an age display. Every character starts out at age 27. And, you know, when you survive an in-game year, it would tick up. So, and currently, Higgins is 29 years old. So it's interesting. He becomes a powerful being and becomes the antagonist. What year did Zomboid start? 1993. Generally, if you go by default start, it's July 9th, 1993. Which is actually Higgins' birthday in game universe. This calendar is a real calendar, by the way. It ticks up gradually and is a real calendar. However, I like to make sure that folks know this number here is a ticker timer. It is separate. So what happens with this number here is it's not that it's rounded, it's that it ticks up from when your character is created. 24 hours is 1 day, 30 days is 1 month, 12 months is 1 year. That's how this timer works, okay? That's different than the actual in-game year and the in-game calendar. They're separate entities. The in-game calendar is what is used for the seasonal growth in the crops. So the actual calendar is used there. It's not used in your survival time. That is separate. There are separate numbers. Meaning that if you try to base your character's age based on this number here, their birthday would be different every time. It actually, you lose about 5 days in a year if you go based on that. So currently, it'll say Van has survived 3 years in June, when in reality, he has officially had his birthday in July, right? Strange, right? But it's because it's rounding, and a few of the days are missed. 5 days every year, 4 days every leap year. Missed. That's how that works. It's very, very specific. And there are leap years, actually, as well. So, which is interesting. That could, like I said, I previously mentioned, this is a real calendar. It exists and works and is functional. Do we get 29th? Not 30th, no. It's February 29th every 4 years. This, like I said, it's an actual functional calendar. If you survive long enough to reach a leap year year, it actually does have February 29th. So, it's interesting. Just some tidbit trivia that your character technically loses 4 to 5 days every in-game year off of their survival time, based on that. But like I said, so their birthday would be different. They're just neat little details that don't mean anything outside of if you were paying attention to the very nichest of info, which I kind of do sometimes. And it confused me for a long time. Like, I was very, very confused because I was like, but why is the survival time so different? And why is it variant? And it changes and is strange. It's because I was trying to link it to this and it's not linked to this. It's separate. And when I discovered that, it was fascinating. Go there. 5.5 billion? There's not 5.5 billion. Technically on the map, there's 158,000 to 160,000 zombies total on the Apocalypse map. Not counting if I were to go off into the Abyss, which actually I don't know if the Abyss actually still exists. It would be equivalent to Minecraft's Far Lands, where the map just keeps generating. I don't know if that actually exists or not, though. I'm pretty sure Rhett said it doesn't, but I don't know. I'm not counting that, though. I'm counting the internals of the map, so... And not every... I don't need to go into every single building and kill every single zombie. It's just the bulk. The bulk of the zombies. And then I can be able to walk through an area and sleep in an area and it be very relaxed in a way, right? Those are the things that I care about. That I can walk through or drive through an area and there's no zombies around that we can see. I had a hammer. Yeah, Zumboid always has those neat little details. Tons of little itty bitty things that we can kind of enjoy. Just gonna wait until the next day just so I don't have to be tired. We gotta be in the millions for Spiffo rep at this point. We're at 600k 300 days in. We're over 700 days in now. I mean, even if we were going at like a lower number, we can look at the charts and see that anywhere between 1,000 and 300, but generally, you know, depends on the day, I guess. I'd like a regular rock if I can get one, please. I don't think we're gonna find a regular stone. There's one. Oh, I was getting ready to make my own stone hammer, and ball peen just right there. And the reason I was doing that in the first place was because... I wanted a nail. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my clothes out of the dryer. No more laundry except to fold. I don't have any bait, do I? I'll try and catch a fish and then use it as bait. Clearly that's how that works, right? You're not a fish. Ooh, what if you may have maggots on you? Although I usually shut maggots off because I don't like having them on. Yay, frog hat. Really does? No. I have blood turned up to its max, and also it's set to disappear after 24 hours. So that's a new setting that we've been given in Sandbox, which is awesome. I'm super happy that it exists. It tells me kind of where I've been over the course of 24 hours in game. So you can kind of see that I've been in an area based on the blood. If I could turn it other colors, though, I would. I would love to have blue. Like, do blue blood? Like, kind of like Resident Evil or Dino Crisis. You know how they had other blood colors? I would do blue, I think. But I remember blue, green, and red being the primary three that existed back for those games. Those old games. Okay, I need bait is what I need, so actually we should forage and then for insects. But here in like... There, good enough. Yeah, rainbow palette blood. That could be kind of interesting. I would just be happy if I could have the blue blood, I think. And if I see a mod like that in the future, I may actually use that mod. Just because I like the idea of it not always being red. Because although I think red blood is interesting, it can kind of put off a lot of folks as well. Plus, it makes sense in my brain that the blood would be oxygenated, right? Or not. It'd be blue. Perhaps I'm just weird. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but... Science, indeed. Science. Yes, I agree. It's not a fish. Yeah, I don't know enough about blood. I am not a doctor. Dang, that's a fish. Bright pink. Makes me think of that one game, what's it called? Um, I don't remember. Yeah, that one. You got it. I don't know how you got it, but you got it. That one. Is like an anime game, kind of, where the kids were violent. My description was terrible. It's like the worst description anyone could have ever given, and yet you still managed to get it, which I'm impressed about. The absolute most terrible description. You know that one game? I actually can't put it there because it's so heavy. Um, think it through. How do I want to approach this? One. Drop. Equip. Hello. Is the fishing minigame a vanilla feature? Yeah, I'm playing build 42. This is this is the unstable branch. If you didn't know the unstable branch is available for everyone to use, then you just have to set your game to unstable. I don't recommend playing any of the multiplayer servers or any of your build 41 games though with it. Remember to switch back if you're going to go play multiplayer or you're going to play any of your build 41 games. Cuz yeah, it's new. It was released in December, and officially that the unstable branch was available to play. So the fishing mini game's just part of it. There's like blacksmithing and a bunch of other stuff that we've done throughout this run. So and it's been really fun. I've been having a blast. Actually, I had a thought just now. I mean, I could go and do that, or I could just not and just do 3 rocks instead. Let's make a drill plank. Excuse me. But yeah, I like the new fishing. It's been really fun. I grab a couple of tree branches. We're over here. I don't know. I know Zomboid definitely has a very amazing mod scene, and that they work very diligently to make sure that everything is good for the modders. Like it's sort of like they encourage the mod community big time. It's kind of like Minecraft in that way. Um, I barely had any fish yet, and Higgins is already happy. It's crazy. Weird. Trying to get a little bit of rest in. Oh, I don't have that command available at the moment. It's Red Rose. It's the same box. I'll bring back the command at some point. Metal shop, interesting. Appreciate it. Scary how you waited for them. I mean, I'm gonna wait for them because we're kind of like, I have to deal with muscle strain ×2 right now, which is because I have to wait until eventually we don't need to deal with muscle strain anymore. That's one of the downsides of swapping weapons. Because if we stayed with our other weapons, I wouldn't have to deal with muscle strain because we were past it. But thankfully, we have maximum maintenance, so our weapons last as long as they do, and then combo in the fact that we are fairly strong. Our strength is carrying, so like we are actually strong. We're level 9 strength right now. Which means we're not quite at the peak, but we're basically there. I'm already receiving the strong bonus, so our muscles recover very quickly. It's just good to keep this on the screen so that I can see when it goes red. For those that are curious, orange muscle strain doesn't do anything. It's a warning. It's a warning that your character is starting to get tired. It's when it goes red, that's when it matters. It's just like this one here doesn't matter either. Bad smell. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, she was pushing the other one. The other one had no clue why he was getting pushed. He just like, I don't understand. And then he looked, because I made noise. Yeah, in order to do spear, you definitely need a lot more exertion and a lot more hits than before. Or maybe the same amount, but I definitely like that aspect of it. The that they don't die right away. Spears for nostalgia. Oh no, spears because chat voted for it. Last time. Last stream we did a vote for which weapon once I hit 10 and chat voted for it. Because we hit 10 with long blade and 10 with long blunt, so it only makes sense to keep leveling something, so we chose spear. We'll send Higgins to bed here in a moment. Oof, meanies? I mean, not really. I mean, they're all... Spear is still good. It's not bad. It's definitely not, like, super duper OP. It's now just okay. Like, it's an okay weapon. Yeah, I definitely agree that it needs that +1. Just to make it more fair. Especially because you can't craft it out of planks. Now, I think long sticks should be able to be crafted out of planks. Oh, I went to bed way early. Oops. Oh, well, whatever. That's what I think. But they're heavy. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, right? Is they do quite a lot of good damage, and they're good as a weapon real quick. Like if you grab like a hand fork and you tie it to the end of a stick, then it's not bad. The range is good. Yeah. So overall, the attack speed's not terrible, and it still has its kill chance from before. So a lot of spear users would remember that spears had a special ability that no other weapon had except for short blades, and that was the insta kill chance. You had a chance to instantly kill a target, any target. Didn't matter your exertion or any of that. You just instantly kill them. That still exists on the spear, by the way. But it also has been given a bonus ability, and that is knock down. So something that it didn't used to have before was the ability to knock down. And if if it rolls the dice on both, it would seem. And then what happens is it chooses between killing the target or knocking it down with the same animations. You just have to pay attention to the target and also listen for the sound effect. And it becomes kind of apparent which one's active. I feel like that's kind of cool. Butter knife is best weapon. I mean, in the old days. So is it spears until 10? Oh yeah, well, sort of. It spears until at least 5. And then I'll swap to the other weapons just to get them to 5. We're gonna run out of zombies before I can cap all the weapons, though. Just so that we're all on the same page on that. I'm gonna run out of weapons before then. Am I able to research the gardens for... So there are some other spears that exist that are actually better than the garden fork, I think. I don't know for sure because I haven't compared the full damage on them. But there's the forged iron tip spears that you can create, as well as, and I don't know how to make this one, there is the glass spear as well that exists. So it's interesting to me. But we're gonna have to experiment out with that for a little bit as well. But yeah, they have more top damage exactly, so they wouldn't be terrible to be using early on. But like you said, exertion is a big problem with the spears, and it's a problem with the axes, and it's a problem with the long blunts. Exertion has always been a very big problem with any weapon that's two-hander, but they make up for it by having the bonus of being durable and damaging. That's their bonus. I'm definitely looking forward to progressing just a bit more. We've also got some other types of spears we can use. Like we've got the hand fork spear and the scissor spear, which are probably going to break eventually. We'll see. I've still got some fire hardened spears, so we'll break those first. Shh. That was a bad move. Spears may get Higgins killed, maybe, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep using them. Yeah, it happens. It's okay. I gotta grab back my hat, though. gonna feel bad to the monkeys. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, I do need to back off though and let Higgins rest a little. Cause we're kind of exerted. Yeah, that could have went really poorly. I'm glad that it didn't though. The reason why I'm not concerned, by the way, is because this particular playthrough is instant infection, which means that if Higgins did catch the zombie virus, he would have died right away. So, no need to worry about that kind of thing. Because that's the way this playthrough was supposed to be. Was if we did die, it would be instant. It's funny, because that's usually how I play anyways, but because there's no... to be quite honest, I feel like, oh, the mystery, there is no mystery. You find out real quick if you're infected or not. So there's no mystery in it, and as a result, I just don't see a point in that. Plus, it adds a little bit more, like, I don't know, suddenness about it. Plus, I'm chill with that kind of stuff anyways. I didn't even really flinch when I seen Higgins was kind of in that loop of gotta get him out of it kind of thing. Yeah, but you see, you know that you're infected or not. So, like, what's the point in having that extra day of wasted time, you know? The mystery. That's the reason, right? There's anxiousness. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's one of those things where it varies from person to person, right? And like I mentioned before, this playthrough wasn't meant to go long, which is why I had it set to instant infection before anyways. Sometimes I do have playthroughs where it's not, but this one is one of the ones that is. Let's just wait a little bit longer. I just got to be a little bit more mindful that I am using spears. Spears can be very much like that, where they just don't connect with their target, and you got to be extra careful. Yeah, some folks like to do like the last stand sort of deal, and I can get that. For example, the Cryo Winter playthrough was one of the ones that I did that had the duration so that I could go and explore the brickworks while I was infected. It depends. Same for the CDDA one, the CDDA wall run. That one was set to vanilla, so like I mean I didn't have a choice. It was just 3-day infection guaranteed. Of course, in that one I got pulled down though, I think. Yeah, I don't feel like I need the leeway though. So that's another reason why I don't make backups very often. I don't have a backup for this playthrough, for example. So if we die in this one or it gets corrupted, the only times I have backups for it is when we are updating from patch to patch, and I usually delete those. So if that were to happen, if this, for example, playthrough were to get corrupted somehow, we'd light a candle for Higgins. And I do like Higgins. I think he's cool. But that said, we'd move on. Yeah. I got myself a little bit of tea. I'm good. Morning. Nice to see you back. I take it you sent a message in? Did they give you a reason? Did they apologize to you as well? Unless somehow... No, it's not been 6 months already. There's no way. The latest Twitch bans policy allowed you back? That's good. It's silly that they banned you in the first place. For those that don't have context to what I'm talking about, Gaz is an art streamer. He does the minis, as well as he is an amazing Zomboid streamer. He streams on... he's actually one of the fastest killers in the community. Not very many people can outpace Gaz, for sure. Those that can are on par with him, like, you know. It's like Twist, Lamprey, Gaz. Bonds. Those are the fastest killers that I can think of. Yes. But, yeah, art is strange. Is a strange, like, the rules that they have on it are weird. And it's weird. It's a weird system that they seem to have come up with. But maybe it's better. This one's not times 16. No, this one's just this is just my Apocalypse playthrough that Van Higgins was a part of. So we've done Rosewood, Prison, Palace, West Point, Muldraw, and area. March Ridge is done, and I actually did the cursed apartment building, like we did the Anno. the resort and area that's down here. So like that place is horrible. Irvington we did before, the Speedway included, and no respawn. No, respawn's off. We also did Echo Creek just recently, and right now I'm working on Ekron, but kind of just taking my time with it. I'm not rushing to get this done. I'm just doing it bit by bit. But also I had a brief stint of work that required my attention. And that's kind of how it's going to be for a little while. Like there's a couple of days here where I'm going to be like very tired because work stuff. But that's normal. Like normal for me. And I get a few weeks of not having to worry about as much stuff, and then I'm back on keeping an eye on things. Tis the life. At least for now. Eventually, I do hope, and I'm excited to move in with Emma. Should be good. But yeah, this one's no respawn. It's ×2 muscle strain though. That's like the big one that I changed, I guess. But it's not that bad. Like I don't find muscle strain to be that tough of a mechanic. I'm glad that you're back. Your other one's still called Chill, right? Like this one? Is it Chill? Let me see. That one had a name change. Ah! You're gonna make me go looking for it again. Great. I'm gonna be on the hunt again. Great. It's like keeping tabs on bonds. Please don't. I'm taking it that the name is embarrassing in some way, shape, or form. I'll just shout out your minis account then. As I can. Yeah, if this was a ×16 game, I wouldn't be where I am currently. Because, approaching a town like this directly... We'd want to be down the street a ways. I still don't know how I'm going to approach Time 16 exactly, but my offline game has shown me a couple of things that are interesting. The zombies are weird now, a little bit. They're different than they used to be. They don't move in the same ways. It's very strange. See? Even just like that, they're not moving properly. It's also got to do a little bit with fast forwarding, but we already knew that long before. Fast forwarding has always messed with the pathfinding and messed with the zombies. It's just, and eventually maybe it'll get adjusted. Can hope. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna head back. A little early, but useful. This is an awesome vehicle to find, by the way. I like all of the different styles of vehicles that they have now. There's so many good vehicles. It's easy. What? Am I actually infected on the 7% scratch chance? No way. I'm pretty sure it was set to instant infection. Is this how Van dies? 7% odds? Or did I accidentally drink water that I shouldn't have? It'd be hilarious if it was. We'll see. He's not anxious, though. Oh, now he is. He actually is dying to the 7% chance. I thought for sure it was instant infection. Huh. Well. He's tense. I think he dies to the 7%. Yeah, it could have. Interesting. Well, yeah, he's dead. His luck finally ran out. Finally. Finally ran out of luck there, Van. Let's go get your van. Let's drive you back to Rosewood. And let's have you die in your base where you belong. Well, rest in peace. I thought for sure that he was fine, that it was set to instant, but I guess not. Like you said, maybe it flipped some settings, and or perhaps maybe I never had it set to instant to begin with. I don't know. I don't remember having changed the setting. Don't need that. Is this it? Yes, it is. Van's gonna die. It's official. When I noticed the queasy while he was inside, that was the big ticker telling. He's dead. He is a dead character. So let's take him home and rest in peace, Van. It was a good run. He did a good job. I am gonna take him back to his Rosewood base, and we're gonna just sort of speed up time once we're there and let him die. Because he deserves to die at home. Yes, finally, he did die indeed. Well, and it was a scratch on the hand that got him. %7 odds. Really, it was it's a shock. Like I didn't react to it at all because I like I said before, I thought we were playing with instant infection. So and I'm gonna hit every wrecked car on the way home, apparently. He's done a lot of stuff in his time, though. Don't be sad, it's okay. He did good. We should be happy with how far he got. Yes, I would have liked him to go further, but it's fine. It's his time. We'll take him home, we'll put him in his base, and, well, we'll let things run their natural course. Oh, that's a cow. I was like, what the heck kind of zombie is that? What was the real date of his adventure began? Which, do you mean like when did he start his adventure? July 9th, 1993. And he survived until, well, he actually isn't my longest living character still. He did get close though. He was fairly close. In real life, probably December something. I don't remember exactly when. It was December 30th or 31st. We did it for special effects. That's what the title of the playthrough is gonna be, because that's what he is. He's the special effects character that I anticipated would die. It's funny though. He survived 2 lacerations and was killed by a scratch. Yeah, it really is some odds, isn't it? He was killed by a 7% chance, which and I thought at the time wasn't a possibility, due to the fact that I thought that instant infection was on. So, to my surprise, it wasn't, and as a result, we get to enjoy this lovely little drive all the way back to Rosewood way earlier than I expected. To which then we will be wrapping up the playthrough, I guess, in a way. Hitting every wrecked car on the way. Doesn't matter. We're gonna get there. You're on your longest playthrough? Oh, kudos. Yeah, he'll get to be with his brother. Well, then again, we did say that Truck lived, so we don't know if Truck actually got claimed or not. But yeah, this maximum tense anxiety is... but he's not depressed, which is strange. Why are you not depressed? Usually they get sad as well, paired with the anxiousness. So I'm a little confused on why he's not sad. And he's up to Queasy tier 2, but it's like not going very quickly, which is strange to me. Like usually by now, he's had a sleep. You would be in fever by now. I don't understand why it's taking its sweet time to kill him. But at the same time, I'm kind of grateful because we get to go all the way back to the main base. Watch us drive all the way back, and for some reason, he's actually not infected. This is like fake infection or something. And he lives. Like he just thinks he's infected. I'd be like surprised, but because here, let's remove this. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's healed, because if you're infected with the Nox virus is the tick, it's like a yes or no thing. I don't understand why it's only at tier 2, though. It should be going higher. Why is it stopped? Maybe it hasn't stopped. Oh yeah, it's definitely going... His HP's going down. Maybe it is higher... Like, maybe it's displaying tier 2, but it's actually tier 4. What if it has to do with the surgic... No, it shouldn't. I don't know. We're gonna have to... His HP's definitely going down, though. I can see that. Yeah, I think it is the Nox virus. I think we are dead. No, he didn't get bitten. He got scratched, and I was mistaken, I guess, in thinking that it was set to instant infection. I'm pretty sure I set it to instant infection though, but I don't know. It's okay. We're driving all the way back to Rosewood so we can die at home. Yeah, he's still hanging in there. Yeah, he is. We'll see. I'm pretty sure he's dead though, like 95% sure. What I don't understand is why it's tier 2 and he's dying. It could be a display function on the quarters moodles that's wrong though. Yeah, he's gonna go home and have spend time with his friend Kevin. We'll wave at Kevin on our way by. That's crazy though, a 7% chance and he hits it. I've seen it way more than once though, so it's not like it's that surprising, but it's like still. It's gonna wave at Kevin on our way by. Hi, Kevin. Goodbye, Kevin, for now. This character definitely lived way longer than I expected them to. And he's not completely dead yet. I'm not fully counting him out. What I don't understand is this is not fever, so it's weird to me. Oops. It should be fever. Perhaps it, like I said, it might be a display thing. Maybe it's wrong. Where's that other thing? You made it again! You did! Just in time to see Van die. Is he dying? Yes, he is. I'm pretty sure he is anyways. He took a scratch. And that should be 7%. Don't understand it. So let's drop these two things on the floor. That's where you. Yeah, that's not what I mean. It's not about the taking damage. It's that it's not progressing to the next tier. Like it's supposed to progress. Why is it not progressing? It's just saying that it's at tier 2 the whole time. Oh, tiredness. He's gonna die here. He's gonna die at his home, relaxing, as he should. I feel like it's fair for him to do so. Yep, he's tier 3 now. Yep, so he died off of a scratch, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is, right? It is indeed as it would. No, I've got plans for his final. Now that I know that it's over. Yeah, it's over. All right, let's go give Kevin a hug. He deserves it. Let's give Kevin the final kill on Van. Kevin, we're coming to say hello. This is our final trek over. Yeah, it's how it was meant to be. And this is the story of how Van died. He took a scratch at a bad time. Oh, he just took another scratch just now. On his head. The trees scratched him. That's funny. You'll miss him? I'll miss him a little bit too, but at the same time, I am actually kind of happy that he's dead. I know that's kind of strange, but like, I like playing him, but I also was kind of wanting to play Time 16 as well. Like, I mean, playing offline is fun, but it's like I do miss Time 16 as well. So there is that. So, 'tis what it is. But, you know, It was fun. Van was a fun character, and like I mentioned previously, he lasted a full month in reality longer than I anticipated him to. Because I thought he would be dead within, like, the first couple of days. SP, I don't know what that stands for. How so? There was integration. We were shooting off guns, shouting constantly, and he didn't have exertion or weapon skill at that time. We were just constantly in combat. And because of I had integration-y stuff available at the time. Alright, let's throw on the pants. Eat some beef jerky. Yeah, I had a whistle too. We're coming, Kevin. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Don't need that. Unfavorite you. Drop that. Drop that. Drop this. Don't need that. Don't need this. Let's go clean ourselves up before we meet Kevin. See, this is the kind of stuff that you can do when you have, like, you know, when it's not instant infection. When I'm selling the rights to a movie. If somebody made a movie of this, I would be surprised. But I would be like, okay, that's kind of cool. Let's wash everything. Really? They're that bad that I can't wash them in any of this stuff? I don't have my flashlight because I threw my backpack on the ground. Trying to think if there's a way that I can wash Van. Is there going to be a bathroom in this place? I don't know. No, once again, just a shower. And we did decimate quite a lot of the population. We didn't kill everything, but we killed lots of stuff. And I'm not unhappy with it. We did progress quite well. there's still zombies left in the towns. Like there's not like I didn't fully 100% everything, or we there's still like a handful of zombies kicking around every which way, but most of the stuff is taken care of. All right, let's go meet our friend. Get rid of the ball peen hammer. What show? Yeah. Golden fork in hand. Let's go say hi to Kevin. Rest in peace, Van. You died rolling a dice, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll bring Van back again next year for special effects. But for now, it's time to meet our Kevin. Come on, Kevin, let's go outside. We shouldn't do this in here. We should be free. Quickly, can I run in and grab the hat? Alright, Kevin, let's go. Let's go be friends together. Well played, Van. 29,807 and 2 years, 1 month. Not bad. Not a bad run. Good job. Rest in peace, Van Higgins. It was my pleasure playing you. I'm gonna take a couple of minutes here, and then we'll see what we decide to do next. Alright, be right back. You know what? You guys can just sit and watch Van Higgins wander for a sec or two. He's gonna stay around the generator, though, I think. If he decides to wander out there. Alright, BRB. Okay. Yes, Rip Higgins indeed. He did live a lot longer than we expected, but it's, now he's going to enjoy adventures with Kevin. And Kevin wandered out already. So, oh, there, look, he's off he goes. See, Kevin's over there. And there he goes. Happy trails, Van. You did good work. Wait, Kevin got unstuck? No, Kevin got let out by Van as soon as we realized that he got. So what happened was, for those that missed it, I missed a spear attack, um, and a zombie managed to connect with me, right? It scratched Van's hand, and then I ran away. Anyways, we carried on like it was just normal. And then we found out that it wasn't instant infection anymore, or at least I thought it was still instant infection, but I guess not. So 7% odds, and we hit the odds. So he turned into a zombie. That is what happens. This is the story of how you died, right? So rest in peace, Van Higgins. You did a heck of a job doing most of the left half of the map. He almost cleared the entire left half of the map. Um, we finished 50% before he died. So, does suck. Really does. But oh well. I mean, it's okay. Oh, it wasn't the spear. It was me. I should have played better. We can't blame the weapon. It's not fair. Although there is some jank with it a little bit, but like I mean, I'm sure it'll get fixed. Now we go times 16. So the thing is I want to, but I also kind of want to do that when I'm more fresh. Like I'm partway through a stream as it is, right? So jumping directly into a times 16 and starting that whole song and dance is probably not a good idea. I'm just trying to think on what I can do here, like what we should do. Hmm. Do I like those? All right, so I can at least look at something. Oh, look, the seed's actually on display down here. It's kind of cool. Hmm. Yeah, I think for now. What day is it today? It's Thursday, right? Hmm. Yeah, I think we'll hold off for the time being. As much as I want to, I really do. I think we should just raid. So I'll wrap up for now, and you guys can go watch somebody else, so that next time we can start at time 16 fresh, so that I'm at least I'll have more energy and such for that. So I know it was a short stream. I do apologize for that. I didn't expect Higgins to die, so my bad. Sorry. What's time 16? It is like the most zombie pop that you can have, as well as I will probably augment the settings. But I want to take time to look at settings and stuff, so that because I had no anticipation. So here we'll raid Lamprey, because I mean, might as well. I'm gonna go and tell him anyways that Higgins has finally died, so that'll be kind of nice, and then I'll finally be able to join time 16. Anyways, yeah, I need to set it up. I need to set up a good run. So that's important. And then I'll show you guys and